Now that we understand how money is created by this fractional reserve banking system, a logical yet elusive question might come to mind. What is actually giving this newly created money value? The answer? The money that already exists. The new money essentially steals value from the existing money supply. For the total pool of money is being increased irrespective to demand for goods and services. And as supply and demand finds equilibrium, prices rise, diminishing the purchasing power of each individual dollar. This is generally referred to as inflation, and inflation is essentially a hidden tax on the public.
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
The fractional reserve policy perpetrated by the Federal Reserve, which has spread in practice to the great majority of banks in the world, is, in fact, a system of modern slavery. Think about it. Money is created from debt. And what do people do when they are in debt? They submit to employment to pay it off. But if money can only be created out of loans, how can society ever be debt-free? It can't. And that's the point. And it is the fear of losing assets coupled with the struggle to keep up with the perpetual debt and inflation inherent in the system, compounded by the inescapable scarcity within the money supply itself, created by the interest that can never be repaid, that keeps the wage slave in line, running on the hamster wheel with millions of others, in effect powering an empire that truly benefits only the elite at the top of the pyramid.
To keep us under control, in order to change a human being into this.
Who are you really working for? The banks. Money is created in a bank and invariably ends up in a bank. They are the true masters, along with the corporations and governments they support. Physical slavery requires people to be housed and fed. Economic slavery requires people to feed and house themselves. It is one of the most ingenious scams for social manipulation ever created, and at its core, it is an invisible war against the population. Debt is the weapon used to conquer and enslave societies, and interest is its prime ammunition. And as the majority walks around oblivious to this reality, the banks, in collusion with governments and corporations, continue to perfect and expand their tactics of economic warfare, spawning new bases, such as the World Bank and International Monetary Fund.
خطر تخلف الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية عن سداد ديونها ما زال قائما في ظل عدم التوصل إلى اتفاق واضح المعالم للخروج من الأزمة. أزمة انعكست سلبا على الأسواق العالمية مع بدء العد التنازلي لانتهاء المهلة التي حددتها الإدارة الأمريكية لرفع سقف الدين العام ومكافحة العجز في الميزانية قبل 2 أغسطس المقبل. البيت الأبيض يحاول جاهدا ثني الديمقراطيين والجمهوريين للتوصل إلى حل يكون عادلا ومتوازنا قبل انتهاء المهلة المحددة. كلمات المتحدثين بيّنت أنهم لا يعملون على اتخاذ إجراءات في مجلس النواب ولا حتى التظاهر بخلق شيء يقود إلى حل وسط. إن الوقت ينفذ. وعلى الرغم من اقتراب الاستحقاق فإن البيت الأبيض ما زال متفائلا بعض الشيء بإيجاد حل لأزمة الديون التي تعصف بأكبر اقتصاد في العالم.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, Mr. Beale, and I won't have it. Is that clear? You think you merely stopped a business deal. That is not the case. The Arabs have taken billions of dollars out of this country, and now they must put it back. It is ebb and flow, tidal gravity. It is ecological balance. You are an old man who thinks in terms of nations and peoples. There are no nations. There are no peoples. There are no Russians. There are no Arabs. There are no third worlds. There is no West. There is only one holistic system of systems. One vast and immane, interwoven, interacting, multivariate, multinational dominion of dollars. Petrodollars, electrodollars, multi-dollars, Reichmarks, rims, rubles, pounds, and shekels. It is the international system of currency which determines the totality of life on this planet. That is the natural order of things today. That is the atomic and subatomic and galactic structure of things today. And you have meddled with the primal forces of nature. And you will atone.